What's good, guys, and welcome back to some Foot Champs highlights. Today I'm going to be changing up how I usually do Foot Champs highlights. Usually I'll go back and watch it on Champs channel, but I'm actually going to record whilst actually playing and then review the footage afterwards and sort of talk over it. But I'll give you a little intro now. We're currently sitting at 5-0. I didn't record the first 5 games, but I thought I'd show you the next 10 or about 7 till we get to about 15 wins, and then we'll be tying it up there, and then there'll be another video, like a part 2 of this for the last 10 games. This is the team I'm using for this weekend. We've got Edison in goal, Semedo right back, Kyle Walker in form, Varane, Mendy, Rulebreaker, Pogba, Hullet, in form CR7, Alessandrini, Mbappe and Neymar. And as I said, we're 5 games in right now, and we're going to probably see how we can do. So sit back and relax, and I'll probably catch you once I've got the highlights for you guys to look at. So yes, guys, we are here. We've got the highlights for you. It's going to be part 1 of the Foot Champs highlights. It's the first time, I've actually recorded the games while I was playing. And I think the first half goes well, and I always mention this on net spots. The first half always goes well. Like, I get to like 20-0 or around like 20-1, and then the last 10, that's where it gets difficult and it gets a little bit challenging. But you'll see that in the part 2, really, what happens. I won't mention what we got as a finish here, but yeah. It's one of those. The PlayStation, we messed up as well. We was 20-0. It was like 2 a.m. in the morning, and I went to go and play my last 10. And I was absolutely knackered. And we lost to an absolute riggage. But we was like, you know what? Let's call it there and just focus on the games what we played already. So yeah. Before we get into this, though, before I start talking about the gameplay and what's going on in my head, if you are new around here, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. We're trying to upload daily. There was a little thing called Double December, which I'll talk about later in the video. But I'll explain to you what's really going to be happening with that and the channel, the growth and so on. But yeah, 80% of you guys don't subscribe, so make sure you are subscribed. It does help me grow. I think we've gained like over 100 subs recently, so I do appreciate it big time. Obviously trying to end 2020 on a bang. But let's get into the video and talk about, I guess, what's really going on in my head and what my thought process is in right now. So I'm a bit concerned, I'll be honest with you guys, with how FIFA is going. Regarding the patches and how they're trying to develop the game, I think they're doing like one extreme to another. They're not really doing the right things to make this game a successful game, which is quite hard to take when you're a professional player, because as a professional player, of course, you want the game to be, doing like the right things, and because at the end of the day, how the game plays, that is actually my future, So I need the game to be going in the right direction. I'm very concerned with really how the game is going. I don't think it's going in the right direction from a lot of things, from the patches and other stuff, but I guess that's something you got to deal with. There's things that are out of control, what you can't really change. So, yeah. In theory, it's something I need to let go, but it's quite hard mentally to constantly play this. And my problem is that I'm actually playing this game a little bit too much, if that makes sense. And I'm not playing with a purpose, not playing with a plan. And it's becoming like quite an early burnout for me. So what I'm assessing and redoing this week is basically changing how much I'm playing, and when I am playing, there's a goal behind it all, and trying to develop stuff and so on. So that is a little bit of my little thought process here, and I'm trying to like play other games and do other things what I get enjoyment out. So when I play, I'm having a bit more fun and just enjoying stuff, because you don't want to just play for the sake of playing and not have fun. So, yeah. In general, there's going to be a few changes. And I said it was about, we was doing like this thing called Daily Double December. It's basically like every day I was uploading double. I couldn't do it yesterday because my editor wasn't feeling well, so we only got like one video edited together. And then also I wasn't in the right mental state really anyway, so it kind of works in hand to hand. And I am enjoy uploading loads and trying to get as much content out as possible. But I felt like quite early on as well, the content what I was getting out was quite repetitive in some aspects, and also, as I said, my issue with FIFA is also making it quite hard to just be like, okay, let me record a video in here and there now. So yeah, Um, that's a little bit of a thought process behind everything right now. Is trying to reassess things. Trying not make sure I'm burning out and I'm in the right mindset and the right best um situation for competing. Make sure I'm actually practicing for the right reasons rather than just playing for the sake of playing. I think this the part of like playing for the sake of playing is really good at the start of the game because that's when you're just trying to get all your muscle memories back and trying to get things working. But when it comes to like once you've got to that point, it's like trying to develop actually what you've got and what you're doing. So, um, yeah, that's a little bit of a ramble one. This is obviously the first part of the foot champs. I can't remember what record this goes up to, but there will be a second half of it, and your guys will see something what goes on, and then I'll also explain with like in the next one how the record actually finished out. But yeah, we start the weekend league pretty well. Scoring some nice goals, getting a little bit lucky, a lot of bounces sort of going our way, but that's what FIFA's all about. At the end of the day, it's not really who's the better player. A lot of times, it's a lot of who gets the bounces. So it is one of those. But yeah, I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of information, really, what's sort of my thought processes and what's going on right now and what's going to be going on. I do believe I'm still going to double upload some days and bring out content, but as I said, it's a little bit hard right now because there isn't too much to make, but there is. I don't know. I don't know. It's something I've got to assess and make sure I'm going in the right way. I spend a lot of money on this YouTube channel because I want it to grow and stuff, but I've also got to consider if it's worth doing, if that makes sense. And of course, it's worth doing, but yeah, like me just like sitting here and doing it there's a difference between doing it for the right reasons and the sake of just doing it. Because I enjoy making videos, enjoy making content, but I don't want to overdo it and overdrain myself and then not enjoy it and then not upload for a while. But we're pushing through it. I did. It was crazy the growth what we were seeing in the December thing. So it's kind of tough for me to be like, what, let's stop. But for my own mental state and the quality of the videos and stuff, it definitely needs to stop. As such, but yeah, we make it 4-1. This guy was quite decent if I remember. I think actually my first 12 games or so was actually quite tough, if I'll be honest with you, because I don't know what it is, but everyone's getting quite a decent little team together. A lot of people have got the Ronaldo, Neymars, and Mbappes now, and it's quite, I don't know, quite scary because if you've got them free, you literally can do anything. This is one of the tougher games as well. Got a lot of icons. I think he likes doing the icon SBC, but yeah, I thought I'd give you guys that little bit of information, what you guys will want to know. As I said, part 2, I'll also talk about maybe a couple of things, what's on my mind and so on, and then also talk about the gameplay and how the record's going. But as you see, they're just scoring goals, conceding goals, just having a bit of fun with it. So yeah, I'm probably going to go to about 30 games now. I used to play 60, and that's also another burnout issue, basically, what I've got. So if I go down to 30 games, I'm not really straining myself as much and so on. So yeah, some changes going to be happening for my mental state and also just for performance-wise on FIFA. Trying to get the best possible results all the time for the competitions, for the competitive stuff and so on. So appreciate you all tuning in and watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I know it wasn't really talking about the gameplay much, but maybe just a little bit more insight about myself. But yeah, many thanks. Peace.